Hello, and welcome to this grand episode of Four Guys, No Lies. I'm the Giraffe, and my company remains the Ginger, Blonde, and Beard. Enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. Today on Four Guys No Lies, we will be discussing the vivacious struggle circumventing the palpitating presence of vengeful natives with a floxinosin nihilification ideal towards oppressing and abstentious invaders. Now, passing it to our residential linguistic expert, the Ginger. Ginger, explain what you just made me say.
Thank you, Tim. While many may believe my co-host here has just had a stroke or some other mental trauma, I can confirm that all the words he said are actually real and have a deep meaning. Trust me, I wrote the script for this evening. So floxinosin nihilification basically is a very fancy way of saying that a group considers someone or something else to be worthless or have no value, so that's what you just said. This was the opinion that the Pilgrims had towards the Native Americans when they first came, and that idea basically consisted until they began to starve. Welcome to the first Thanksgiving. Passing it to a residential man-child, third grader Benjamin Waddy. Coming to you, Benjamin.
Hi guys, my name is Benjamin. I'm a third grader. My favorite color is rainbow. My house is blue and I live next to a park. Today, I'm going to talk to you about my Thanksgiving report that I did for class.
Action.
So, at the first Thanksgiving, there was only like 50 people, and there's 22 guys, 4 married wives, and a little bit of children. And they all played some games, and they ate a lot of food. My favorite food is hot dogs.
Hey, camera's here, we're trying to do the film, yeah.
Oh, okay. There was about 78% of the women that died that came over from the Mayflower, and they weren't able to be there for the first Thanksgiving. It was kind of sad. Some of the foods they ate were fruits and veggies. I don't like veggies. Veggies are gross. They ate some meat and some fish too, and it was in late September to mid-November. They didn't really know where that happened. But yeah. So, everything that I got this from was on a website called Wikipedia.
Oh God, Ben, you're gonna get us fired. Get out. Ben, get out of the frame.
What?
Gone. I hate children. That's what I'm thankful for. The lack of children. If you don't stop moaning right now! Now to someone who actually knows what in the world they're talking about, we're passing to someone with a doctorate of giving of thanks? What does that even... Whatever. Passing it to our interview in the field. Passing it to you. I have a lot of questions. Starting with, why do you have a box on your head?
Well, I've been gaining a little too much weight, and this will relieve my temptation to eat Thanksgiving food.
Yeah, best of luck with that. But back onto something that you might actually know something about. Why was the initial Thanksgiving held?
It was held for a celebration of the fall harvest.
So I don't know a lot about Thanksgiving, but I have heard of this one mysterious individual named Squamo. What is his...
Squanto is his name.
I'm sorry, mysterious boxman. Continue.
Squanto, he was a Native American that spoke English, so he helped the Pilgrims out, and he was like their translator and their guide when they were hunting, stuff like that. He helped them out a lot.
So he enhanced the communication between the two different people, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, as I'm sure you will. Isn't America back in the day, wasn't it very different than the land the Pilgrims came from in terms of the agriculture and the weather?
Yeah, totally. The Pilgrims were used to being able to farm the land, and when they came to America, they couldn't do that.
Was the reason that they couldn't farm because the soil was infertile, or was it because they just didn't know how to adjust to this new area?
Yeah, they weren't used to it, and they didn't know how to adjust, so the Native Americans helped them out, and that's how they pretty much lived through the first winter.
Really? I've heard that the first winter was kind of a massacre in regards to the Pilgrims. So you're saying that there was this brief time of adjustment where they had to get used to their new lifestyle, and the Pilgrims actually received help from the Native Americans?
Yeah. Lots of the Pilgrims weren't used to the weather, in the first winter, so many of them died, and the Native Americans did what they could to help them, but, you know, death is death.
Well, right, and I would assume Squanto, or Squamo, as you previously mentioned, was a huge part of that, right? I mean, he was the only one able to bridge that gap.
Yeah, he was the main translator, like I said before. He was the reason they survived.
Wow, that's incredible. So what you're saying is that this first Thanksgiving was a feast to celebrate the union of these two separate cultures, and it shows how our society can be, you know, reunited within either our own families or our own different ethnicities, right?
Yep.
Okay, just so you can appease the viewers at home, would you please tell them what your sources are for this? Because, correct me if I'm wrong, this is a very long time ago. They didn't have, you know, blogs back in the day, you know, where they could list their Thanksgiving diets.
Yeah, there's only not a lot of is known about the first Thanksgiving because only 2 people wrote about it, which were William Bradford in his journal titled Plymouth of Plantation, and then Edward Winslow titled Mounts Relations. So really not a lot is known. The only thing we know is what they wrote in their journals.
Right. So you think that these journals are a pretty objective point of view, or do you think that they can be clouded with some bias?
Probably definitely clouded with some bias. I mean, they don't want people after them to know what really happened during Thanksgiving, which we don't know what happened. So, yeah.
Right, I agree. I think that that contributes to the overall theme that Thanksgiving is this sort of idealized holiday where everyone, you know, strives to be the best they can and to be thankful for all they've received, as your doctorate, you know, giving of thanks implies. So I think that the fact that the original source material might be biased is just representative of the holiday as a whole. Right? Wouldn't you agree, sir?
Yes.
Good. You're the one with the doctorate. You know, all this talk of trust and unity it's really put me in a festive mood. Plus, I got to yell at a child today, so that was pretty much highlight of my week. But you know what? I think we're going to do a first here at Four Guys No Lies. I'm going to ask the entire cast and crew what they're thankful for in the spirit of the evening. So we'll start with you, Mysterious Boxman, since it is your area of expertise with your degree and all. What are you most thankful for?
Well, first off, I'm thankful for you guys to allow me to come on the show and tell you guys what I know. And I'm definitely thankful for my friends and family who support me in my degree, in my job, and everything I do. I'm thankful for boxes that we just find laying around that I can wear on my head so nobody knows who I am. And lastly, I'm thankful that I'm going to have to be with you fools for half a year. What about you?
What am I thankful for? That's a really good question. I'm really thankful for being able to slap the heck out of you without you looking. Okay, no, but in all seriousness, I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be on the show. I'm thankful for the opportunities I have as, you know, an American citizen. And I'm also thankful there are children here that I can readily yell at whenever I want to. So that all makes me really happy. And now we'll take it to some live interviews with the rest of the cast. Thank you very much.
I'm thankful for the horses that scare our Ginger.
I'm thankful for hot dogs.
Truly inspirational, Benny. To wrap up our show and give it a fitting conclusion, we're going to take it to our mustachio brethren, the blonde man. So, passing it to you.
To wrap up our show, we have some facts on how Thanksgiving became a national holiday.
Here's a quick fact for you. Take your hood off, boy. You're on TV. That's what I thought.
So, after the American Revolution, George Washington declared that there be a day of Thanksgiving and prayer, but it did not become an annual holiday. Later on, in 1863, Lincoln declared that the first official Thanksgiving would be on November 26th, 1863, and from then on, it would be every third Thursday of November. I'm really glad that we all got to come together and celebrate this wonderful Thanksgiving, because that's what it's really all about, coming together, spending time, and just enjoying each other, although I'm not sure that Boxman really expressed his thanks towards us, but it doesn't matter. We know deep down he loves us.
I'm thankful for people that don't wear hoods indoors.